Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway Roses. This weekend we have lots of projects going on because we have a beautiful weekend to work outside.
That's right, we got a bunch of stuff in the back of the truck. I'll go through it all here in a moment. And I'm going to tackle some of the projects, and then Carla's going to tackle some of the project. We're going to see how it goes. Stick around. So I'm going to run down our project list for the day. We are going to install a MaxxAir fan vent cover because we have a MaxxAir fan on our camper, and it comes with some nice little tabs that are on the vent cover up top. So this should be super easy to install. And I also got a screen that goes on the end of the vent cover here. So oddly enough, the vent cover does not come with the screen, so you have to buy that separate. So we're going to put all that in. Carla's going to do that, see if she can figure that out. And then I'm going to put a 7-pin plug in the back of our truck and install that because our truck did not come with one. So I'm going to install one of those. I got some hole saw to drill the hole in this side. And Carla's going to install a new bumper on our camper because one of them is torn. And I got two of them. One is a backup. And while we're doing all of that, I'm going to change the oil on the truck, and because we got about 2,200 miles on it, so we're going to go ahead and change that, and hopefully it all goes smooth.
And the Froli.
Oh yeah, we're also going to install the Froli in the camper. It'll be the 5th time that we've moved it, so we definitely love the Froli, and I'm just going to keep moving it from camper to camper. Carla found a new hat. It's the MaxxAir Flow hat. Keep her head dry, keep her cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd keep me cool. It's plastic. Be like a greenhouse. I'm gonna replace the bump stop. We're not really sure what happened to it, but it was torn when we got it. So I'm gonna replace it with a new one that Todd ordered, and
should be easy enough. We don't know why it's ripped, but it certainly is.
Looks like it may have something to do with these washers there.
Yeah, there's like a stack of washers in there, so I don't know what happened, but it's an easy enough fix. I bought 2 spare washers bumpers from Northern Lite, and we only needed one, but as much as shipping cost to get it here from Canada, I figured I might as well just go ahead and get 2 of them. They're $11 a piece when I ordered them.
Do we need to use all these washers on there?
I guess we'll just put it back the way it came, yeah. Slide the washers down inside.
Slide the washer right down in there. It had like a small end washer that had a seal on it, so that's on the end of it.
Easy enough.
How tight do I need to do it, you think?
Well, don't over tighten it.
Okay, like that. I think that's good.
Alright, good job.
Done.
So as you can see here, we kept our stable camper system from our Lance, and I put the front tubes on the Northern Lite, but the side tubes are actually not long enough. I was hoping that they would be. We kept it because at the time when we put the Lance up for sale, we didn't know exactly what we were going to be going to, but at least the front ones work, and they really help it from side to side motion, and we may try to order some side ones at one time. We got a good deal on a generator here, a Furman generator. It's a dual fuel. Got that 2 or 3 months ago at Costco, so looking forward to trying that out, but just kind of as a backup and just in case power goes out at the house. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and change the oil while we're doing this. I'm just going to use the Motorcraft 5W30, which is what Ford calls for the 7.3 gas. So I'm using Motorcraft oil and filter, so should be good there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let it drain, just kind of give it some time while we're working on some other stuff. And once it drains real good, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up. So first step, I'm gonna get underneath there. This is the first oil change done on it. It only has a little over 2,200 miles on it, so I want to go ahead and get that break-in oil out of there if that's truly what it is. But anyhow, I want to get that first oil change in and get that done and not have to worry about it.
getting ready to install the MaxxAir cover onto the top of the camper. But first, I'm going to install the bug screen onto the louvered section of this. And I might mention that the screen doesn't actually come with it. You have to buy this separately. I think Todd mentioned that earlier, but you can get it, and why wouldn't you whenever you can? So works pretty easily. You just clip this onto this, put it on the back side of this, and then the clips easily connected to the top of the camper. Flip it upside down to clip these things in, I think. Alright, so we got the louvers clipped onto the cover there.
And the screen's on the inside.
On the inside there, as you'll see.
Yeah, looks good.
Yep.
Let's go put it on.
Now let's put it on. Alright, I'm on top of the camper and I'm getting ready to install the MaxxAir Vent cover. We wanted to mention that this is a FanMate series, and it actually just clips on. As you can see, it just sits down on these little clips that are already here, and all you have to do is slide these little clips like this into it. The fun part should be getting down from the top of the camper. Alright, here we go. So I've set it down, and it actually sits down on the top of the little clip. It looks like there's like a little space in between here. And then you just slide this. So that's what I think I'm gonna have trouble with.
Got some big pins.
It's got some pins.
Getting the first one started is probably the hardest part.
It probably is. We gotta clip that there, and then
gotta go through the hole in the mouth.
whole thing. And can't get it. This is what I thought I was gonna have trouble with.
There we go.
Now, 1 down, 3 to go.
Okay.
There. And this plastic is so flexible, it's hard to. There we go. Now.
So that's it. It's easy as that.
Yep.
Both sides.
I'm gonna do the other side here. Alright, that job's done. Easy enough. Now we can open the vent in the rain. How much goes in there?
8 quarts.
So you have to get 2 of those. How many is in each one?
There's 5 quarts in each jug, so
Okay.
I wanted $9.50 a quart at the store per quart, so it was way cheaper to buy a jug. Alright, oil's done. Time to move to the back and put that 7-pin wiring harness in. Okay, what I got here is the 7-pin wiring harness. This is from Curt. There are several different brands. I did get this off eTrailer. Put a link below to that if you're interested. I think it's about a 7-foot wire on there. I need to disconnect that. It's really pretty easy. Just drill a hole in the side, mount the 7-pin plug up, and then basically this end connects to the factory bumper plug, and just unplug and plug it in, and it's really pretty much plug and play other than drilling a hole. So let's get to it. Okay, so I did first of all climb underneath and look up inside the fender, make sure that I got space behind here, and so I got plenty of room right in here. So basically I'm just gonna kind of mount that right in there, gonna drill a hole. So for this particular plug, it's basically 2 inches right around here, so I got a 2-inch hole saw. I do also have a 2 1/8, but hopefully this will work. I'm gonna go get some safety glasses.
I was about to say.
Alright, got my safety glasses on. Believe me, I've learned that the hard way twice. You don't want to get anything in your eye. Oh. Need a new battery. There it is. I'm not gonna touch it. Gotta get a file. All right, let's test fit. Ding ding. Perfect. All right, 2-inch hole it is. Once I put this in there, this plug is just gonna plug in there like that, and it'll be at a right angle. So once it's inside behind the bed, there'll be enough distance between the inside wall of the bed and the outside of the fender. So that's how that'll work. Okay, now we have the wiring harness plugged into the back of the plug. The kit came with these self-tapping screws, so I'm just gonna screw it right in to the bed. Instead of drilling it, just let it do the self-tapping. Alright, just double check with the screwdriver. Alright. Now we just gotta get underneath and plug it into the back of the bumper. So here's the factory plug right here. So basically there's the back side of it. I need to unclip this and the one down there to plug in the other two on the end of the harness.
Of course you gotta sweep the metal shards out of the way.
That's right. Sharp.
Safety first.
There we go. I unplugged this one, which actually goes to my lance plug that I had wired in. See if I can focus. But the factory ends here, and I'm going to plug the new 7-pin directly into that. So there you can see the wiring harness coming up through there, and the plug sticking out through the wall of the bed. So it works nice being a right angle plug. Here's the 7-pin plug wired in. Just gonna zip tie the wire harness up and get it out of the way, and we're all set to go camping. Ready to go camping?
Yes, let's go. Alright, now we're gonna tackle installing the Froli. We have enjoyed the Froli so much that we've had it in 4 campers, and now we're gonna put it in the 5th, which is our new Northern Lite. The hyper vent that comes with the Northern Lights is fine. I'm sure we've never really used it long enough to know, but we really enjoy the Froli. It adds a lot of comfort and it allows airflow. So here we go. Let's get started.
Alright, now we got to get the hyper vent out. Move the TV back as much as we could. So,
this is going to be easy because, oh, there's actually 2 pieces.
no, 2 pieces.
I forgot about that.
That'll make it easier.
Okay. Here's what the hyper vent looks like. It's about 1 inch, maybe a little bit less than 1 inch thick on the end.
Just kind of a
waffled,
yeah,
plasticky fabric. Alright, now we're going to bring the Froli in. This is always fun.
Trying to keep all the Frolis square.
Alright. That was easy.
Yeah, not so bad.
Well, not really easy, but it was relatively easy.
Goes in pretty good. Slides underneath. Probably got a good inch and a half worth of airspace underneath the mattress. And it makes the bed more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Yep.
Win-win. Alright, well that was easy enough putting the Froli in. We do love the Froli. We just keep swapping it from camper to camper.
Yep, and if you're interested in the Froli, we have another video on that, and we'll put a link up there to the video.
And there'll be a link to Froli below if you want to check them out. Alright, we backed the truck in up to the camper. Gonna plug it in. Just test the lights, make sure the plug works. Alright, let's go turn the lights on.
They all work. Yep, blinker's working. Yep, brake lights are working. Alright, that wraps up our work weekend doing all the projects on our truck and camper.
That's right, we got a lot done. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to have that fan vent cover on and to get the 7-pin wired into the back of the truck so we can hook up the Northern Lite. Super easy.
Yep, we want to get all that done before we went camping again, and we're going camping again really soon.
Yeah,
so.
super excited about that. I'm ready to go right now.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah.
But right now, we're going out to dinner with some friends.
Yep.
So hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped some of you out there. And we'll see you next time on Runaway Roses. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.